What's up guys, TommieBennett here, and today I'm gonna teach you how to carve like a boss. And we're gonna start from the basic understanding of body positions all the way to like ripping it up. So stay tuned and make sure you guys subscribe so you get more sick videos. Woo! All right, so when it comes to carving, it can be really complicated, kind of nerdy. So what I've done is I've grabbed one of my snowboard athletes.
Hello!
Steph is here and she's gonna help me with this carve tutorial. What's awesome about this is I'm gonna be able to coach her and talk to you guys through this process, and even better, I'm gonna help her like get better at carving. So it's a win-win for all of us. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is defining what a carve turn is. So let's define it. Okay, in your own words, what is a carve? Blah.
Like when you're coming around and you gotta hold an edge really strongly and kind of come across the hill, and yeah, making sure you got that strong edge as you go across.
Awesome.
I'm not sure if that's it. That's what I think it is.
All right, so I'm gonna get really nerdy with the definition. When it comes to a carve turn, essentially the nose of your snowboard is leading the way and your tail of your snowboard follows the exact path.
I did not know that.
Now, when you have that exact path, essentially you're gonna make a slice in the snow. So if you look back at any time, you can see, is your board slicing the snow or is it more like spreading peanut butter across a sandwich? That's a good indication. So does that make sense?
That makes sense. And I get that. It's so satisfying when you get like the really strong like the line, you look at it and you're like, yes.
All right, so real quick, we're gonna talk about some applications. Why the heck do you even want to be able to do a carve turn anyways? So, Steph, give me some ideas. Where would I ever use a carve turn?
It's really good in the park for when you're jumping and like spinning, because it teaches you to hold a strong edge off the takeoff and not wash as you're coming off.
So you would be using carve turns when you're in border cross, when you're hitting a jump, when you're just wanting to be able to turn without losing speed, half pipe, and then if you're going up to a rail or going off a jump. I already said jump, but a jump.
Oh my God.
All right guys, so let's talk about body positions real quick. So make sure that your shoulder, your hip, and your board are all pointed in the same direction, okay? So be in a stacked position. So where's your shoulder at?
Not
there we
that
go.
way.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right, so now that your shoulders, now that everything is nice and stacked, what I want you to think about doing is pressing both of your shins against your boot equally while kind of squeezing your glute. Kind of rock up a little bit on your toe side edge. Yeah, can I see that? I'm gonna have you keep doing that. Keep going. Now, what's sick about this drill is we're able to find that body position without the crazy consequences of mobbing down the mountain. Now, she can do that 10, 15 times, find that body position. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a toe side traverse. We're essentially gonna take this very exercise and put it in a simple form, which would mean we're going across the fall line, just trying to find that balance of that edge point. The goal for Steph is to make a perfectly sliced line in the snow and be able to hold that position for as long as possible. Do you think she can do it?
This is so much pressure.
Yes. Don't let me down.
I gotta go.
All right, so Steph, you're gonna be going across the fall line from this side to that side. Now, the number one thing you guys gotta pay attention to is watch out.
Not the people, don't hit the people.
For all these people, because we'll be traveling across the fall line, and so people are going straight down, we're cutting across, watch out. Slow down at any point, make sure you're not getting wrecked, just slow down, do it again. Start on her toe side edge, and you're just gonna go like this. Literally do this. So I'm gonna have Steph just isolate this toe side traverse and just building her comfort and her confidence for this position. So I'm gonna have her go, just do focus on some toe side turns, just across the fall line, nothing aggressive. Just super mellow, but building the awareness. All right, so what is one thing that has really helped you with this so far?
Squeezing my glutes and then pushing them forward, because then it kind of forces me to be upright but still bending my knees and on my edge.
Woo! Now we got to do the heel side. So essentially when we're on heel side, we want to be in that same stacked position. This time we can actually feel the back of our boots pressing against our high back to help us get edge angle. The other tricky little sneaky thing that you can do is lift up all 10 of your toes up. That's gonna help get more edge angle. So we're gonna do the same thing where I'm gonna have Steph go across the fall line, just becoming aware of that position so that she can fine tune it, and then we can get more gnarly and advanced with it, but nail down the basics so that it's muscle memory. All right, let's do some heel side. So Steph says she likes heel side better than toe side, but why though?
I like heel side because I can feel all my toes like come up against my boot, and to me it feels like I have a bit more control because I can really control them coming up and down as I go across the fall line. So that's why I find heel side easier, because it just feels more controlled. But, yeah.
So we had Steph just do traverses, heel side, traverses, toe side. What you can start to do, I'm gonna draw in the snow. This is what we're trying to do. Traverse, and then come down here and traverse. The next thing that you can do is you could traverse, and then right here to right here. From that point to that point, you can just do a nice turn, a nice skidded turn, and then start linking them together. So you're gonna go traverse, skidded turn, traverse, skidded turn. So it looks like this. And then it goes. Does that make sense? So Steph was doing that naturally. Why I think that was awesome, she was able to manage her speed and not go super fast, but she was in control the whole time. But she was starting to link her runs, her turns together. As she gets confident with those, she's just gonna stay on that edge for the whole entire time. Hey, let's do some full-on heel turn, or carvies? All right. We've done heel side carves, toe side carves. We've kind of linked them together. Now I'm gonna show you guys some more dynamic, like where carving can actually go. So I'm gonna have a little fun and show you where we could go with carving.
Sick, I must say. Guys, look how pretty it is. It's so pretty today. Tommy's so bad that he can't keep the GoPro. He keeps dropping it in the snow. That's why there's some water on the lens.
What the rip? So I did a trick, spun it so hard the GoPro was like, goodbye.
Bye, see ya.
See ya, I don't like it anymore. Hey, solid day.
Yeah.
That was fun. Productive, fun. LOL. That got real awkward because I was like talking to myself, and then these people just stopped by me and I didn't know what to do. So I don't know where I was. How you doing? Woo! After you've been carving for about a month, you're gonna be able to really fine tune where your weight is. You can get away with having more pressure on your front foot as long as your back foot is connected to the ground and it's still slicing the snow. If you're just leaning super far forward and you're not getting that connected to the snow, then you're not really doing the carve anymore. But if you get really good at keeping that back foot connected, you can actually apply more pressure to the front of your boot and front of your board and get a sharper turn. It's actually pretty sick. So I'm gonna show you guys some examples of that. And guess what? I just found the legend himself. What?
TommieBennett?
Are you Jonathan?
I watch your YouTube.
I watch your YouTube.
You guys should subscribe to mine, and you guys should subscribe to his.
Let's go. Dude, you better subscribe because he puts out vlogs every single day, 365 days a year for the last 19 years. It's crazy.
And Tommy's gonna teach you how to carve what?
What? Another thing that can happen when you guys have wide or big feet, you want to make sure your bindings are set to the center of the board as possible, because if your heels are sticking too far off the edge of the board, essentially when you go and do a high edge angle or a carve, your heels are actually going to touch the snow and cause you to fall. So I have a small size bindings on a normal size board, and essentially I'm going to get as much range as motion as possible. Now look how far I can go before my heel would actually touch. That allows me to get a really gnarly carve in without falling. So if some of you guys are touching the snow with your heels as you do a heel side carve, that's gonna be an issue. You may heel cup out and fall over. So I would suggest getting a wide board or making sure that your bindings are centered to give you as much room as possible. So there's another hint for you guys. All right guys, so on that note, we are out of here. If you guys want to pick up, actually check this out. If any of you guys want to pick up some Killing It stickers, those are going to be linked in the description below. I also got some hoodies made. It says Killing It, and then with Premier Snow Academy on the back. So if you guys want any of the merch or want to help support the channel, link down below. Also, if you find this video super awesome, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below if there's anything that I missed, and share this with a friend. All right guys, I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. And on that note, we out.